Okay, so one day a week, which is going to be on Sunday, we have a friend night. There, the four of us get together to do an activity such as watch a movie, play a game together, or perhaps go on an outing somewhere, like going to a buffet or a theater night, stuff like that. So are we good with that one, or do we need to make any amendments to it?
Yes. You definitely need to go to the theater with Justin at least once. It's an experience.
No, she doesn't. Don't even embarrass me like that.
You know that one guy who questioned so much shit about the movie?
Oh, God.
Simply because he went to film school? I do it too, at times.
I'm not going to the movies with you, period, no more then. Josh, you're the only movie buff.
I only do it whenever I'm with him.
Sweet. Look.
It's fun.
Okay, let me bust out a story for you guys. And I don't mean to offend you because he's Guatemalan. He is not Mexican.
Oh, what the fuck does that have to do with anything anyway?
Because he's Spanish, and I'm going to say because of the Spanish guy. And I don't want you getting offended because he's Guatemalan, not Mexican.
Oh, that is the fucking best. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so I was at work, and my mom and one of her co-workers thought it would be a cute idea for me and her co-worker's son to get together. First of all, he didn't speak English very well. So that's already, her co-worker said, "Oh yeah, he know English."
Oh, you know English.
You should have automatically assumed that
he don't know shit.
Like that. He doesn't know. His English was that hood rat English where he's like,
Hey,
what's up, man?
Yeah, that's kind of, yes. That's how he introduced himself whenever he opened the door. Okay, so that said, he didn't have a vehicle. What Guatemalan doesn't have a vehicle?
Orderly.
I pulled up in their driveway and there was
racist.
like 14 cars in their driveway, but none of them were his. Keep that in mind. I was freaked out because there was 14 cars in one household, and I was like, "Oh my god, cockroaches everywhere." No offense, but Jesus, why? And I was like thinking to myself, "This is a smart idea. Why don't we live like this? Why don't we take a note from the Guatemalans and all haul up in one house so we're all rich?"
You didn't tell me she was super racist.
I'm not racist.
She's hella
I'm
racist.
just very opinionated.
She's as racist as I am.
You just called fucking Guatemalans cockroaches.
That's because illegal immigrants are cockroaches. I don't care if you're...
But were they illegal though?
I don't care if you're white. They were illegal.
How do you know?
Because Pedro's name is not Pedro. That's how I know. Because he told me his real name. The only one that wasn't illegal was his son, the one that I was going on a date with, and his name was Elizer.
I don't like his name.
You mean Elijah?
No, Elizer.
That is
Eliza.
stupid.
I asked him about it, and he's like, they couldn't decide whether they wanted to name me Elijah or Caesar. So, Elizer.
That's some nigga shit right there.
That's what they did.
Name their kids Shaquanda and
What have
shit
you
like
fucking
that.
done?
Okay, so now let's continue the story. So I get out of my car, I knock on the door, and I hear a lot of birds and a lot of dogs barking, and like a little kid opens the door, butt ass fucking naked, like 2 years old,
Oh, that's nice.
and like he opens the door and he starts screaming, and I'm like,
You in the hood?
"Why are you screaming, kid? I didn't do nothing to you. I swear to God, I didn't even mean to see all your manhood. You
He
were
ain't a
just
man
naked
yet.
and you opened the door and I can't help you."
That's kidhood.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know what he was saying because he was screaming in Spanish. But all I know is that the mom came to the door, and the mom, she terrified me too. She was shorter than I was, but bigger than I was, and she had a whole roll of gold teeth.
Oh my fucking god.
And she's like, "Eee!" And she just said, "White girl!" And that's it. And then she yelled, "Elizer!" She yelled "Elizer," and she says, I don't know what she said, just "Elizer, white girl." And then he came to the door, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Yo, yo," kind of thing.
Hey, what's
And he's
up?
like,
Yo, yo.
and then he like grabbed out his cologne, went from head to toe like this real slow, and it was like that super potent, nasty smelling shit that nobody wears because it smells so bad. And like I automatically was like trying to contain my composure. You just have no idea. It was really bad. Okay, so and this is not even the worst part of this story. Okay, this is not the worst part of the story. All right, so he's like, "You ready to go, hon?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I'm already dreading this because of the first impression. Okay, the first impression. We walk out, and he's like, "So I don't have a car, but we're using my mom's car." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, sounds fine. Hopefully, you know, it's a nice car because like every car on the lot looks like it's brand freaking new." Okay, so I'm not really issued with that car. I open the door, and there's a horrible, decaying smell, like a waft of death. I look in the floorboard, and there is a dead chihuahua in the floorboard.
Rusty, no.
Yes. And I'm like, there's a dog in here, and I'm pretty sure it's dead. And he went, "Oh no." And he walked around the car, and he picked it up, and he went, "Oh no." Yeah.
Oh no, mama.
That's exactly what he did. And I don't know what the dog's name was because I can't remember. But in any case, all I remember is he like brought the dog or picked up the dog and took it to her, and she went, "Oh no, Poochie, no!" Okay, so she like grabbed the dog, sat on the porch, and was like rocking it, dead corpse. And I'm telling you, this dog has been in there for a while, so it stunk. It stank real bad, alright? And please keep in mind, this is in the middle of summer. In Alabama, it's like 94 degrees outside. Yeah. And inside that car, it's probably at least 130, if not more. Okay, what had happened, because after everything had calmed down... Hey, stop it. Back up. Anyway, after what had happened, that 2-year-old kid that opened the door for me or whatever, he had put the dog in the car thinking it needed to go for a ride. They couldn't find it, so it pretty much cooked inside the car. Yes. Yeah, so, yeah.
Serial killer.
Okay, so at this point in time, I see the mom in tears. She's, crying, yelling, "My Poochie," and I'm like, that does not sound nice.
I'm going home.
I was ready to go.
I would have fucking left.
But I didn't leave because, again, I'm too nice to do that.
Oh, hell no.
That's
like one red flag after another. I would have cashed the fuck out.
I stomached it anyway because,
this is
again,
first
I liked the guy's dad. I worked with him on a daily basis, and I didn't want it to be awkward between us at work if it went bad. And,
went bad?
Yeah.
This is a disaster.
Well, I know. So far, it's a disaster. Okay, so, now let's continue the story. Alright, so they go into the backyard area, and they dig a hole, and they drop this thing in it. They asked me if I would like to attend its funeral.
I know.
I'm awkward enough as it is, and I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but I'm like, sure, why not? So we spend an hour and a half praying and crying over this dog, except for me. I'm just kind of poker facing the whole situation, okay? And like, again, I don't understand anything that's going on because I don't speak whatever language they're speaking. I'm assuming Spanish because it's the most common one with Guatemalans. Now, continue the story. The guy's like, "Do you want to go now?" And I'm like, "Sure, let's go so I can get this night over with."
Take me home, man.
We go back to his mom's car. Keep in mind, the car's not been aired. The door has been shut since the dog got out of the car. We open the door and then
it smells like death.
Yes, it still stinks.
Oh.
And he's like, "We're still gonna take this car." I was cool with that. And I was, "No, I'm not cool with that. We can take this car." And he's like, "No, I insist."
No, I insist, nigga. I ain't trying to smell no dick.
Well, see, it's not only that, he didn't clean out the car, so like there was like, like how when animals die or shit themselves.
Oh my god.
It's still the floorboard.
Oh.
And he's like, "It's fine, you can sit right there." And I'm like, no, I can't. So I sit in the back seat of the car because I'm like, I refuse to sit there, and I have all the windows down because I told him it's really hot. He's like, "Don't worry, we do AC." And I'm like, no, I like the windows. Yeah. Rusty, kill my man, or you're gonna be the dog in the car. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Rachel, we need to talk.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Are
So-
you okay, Josh?
Cordell,
So,
I am so bad that I remind her of this guy who just
No,
fucking destroyed her night.
I do. You don't remind me of it. I was just telling you no offense because he is Spanish.
What the fuck? That's
Justin
not
takes no
even.
Fucking Mexicans, right? Oh, I'm just, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
getting
Guatemala
to the
and
part-
Mexican
getting
are
to
not the same
part-
thing.
I'm getting to the part where you guys come into play.
There's more There's more different types of Spanish speakers too.
Okay.
They all speak different forms of Spanish.
Yeah,
wetbacks,
in
am I
Guatemala,
right?
there's actually 42 different languages. Like one Guatemalan
Then
may
what
not be
the
able to
fuck
speak to
even
another.
does this have to do? But please get to the part where it makes sense.
Oh well, no, I still can't because we still got a little bit to go.
Oh my God, there's more!
Okay,
No!
so him saying he's like, okay, so him saying that like I'm a white girl and stuff like that, or whatever. He's like, you Alabama girl, and I'm like, yeah. He blasts the most redneck hick music he possibly can find. And I'm like, let's not listen to this. I don't like this. And he's like, okay, what do you like listening to? And I was like, at this point, I'm really mad. So I put on some of my heavy metal, and he just like, poker face. So the ride was pretty freaking silent. Okay? He turns it down, he's like, I'm hungry. Where would you like to go? And I'm like, I don't know, you pick. And he's like, cool. And the reason I say this is because we're going to Florence. I've never been to Florence. I don't know what's in Florence. And y'all don't know what Florence is, but, it's like a town similar to Dexter that has a lot more food places in it. It's mostly just a food city.
Shit,
Yeah.
kind of like more Kansas City.
Yeah. In any case, so he's like, alright, we'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I've never been there. I've always wanted to try it, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go. We get there. This man orders everything he can possibly order on the menu. I'm not even freaking kidding. Like, this is not an issue. I don't mind if you order the whole entire freaking menu, but bring your fucking wallet.
He didn't pay for that shit!
I paid for his food, my food, and his 2 alcoholic
Fucking
beverages.
Lord!
And a total of $89, if not more. And I was lucky that night because I had just got paid and I had $300 in my pocket.
Minorities, am I right?
He forgot his wallet. So I'm kind of irritated that we're having to, pay. I'm having to pay for all this, okay? And so we end up going to the movies, and at this point I'm like, honestly, we could just stop here because you don't have your wallet, and I don't want to pay for your movie ticket. But instead, he just kept going. He would not take me home. I was about to call my mom.
I would have called the fucking cops!
Well, I'm he hasn't done nothing to me other than make me pay for his food and give me a bad time with a dead dog. So I'm
That's
like, not really concerned for my safety and just concerned for my wallet.
That's an
Anyway,
offense right
so we
there.
get to the movie theater and he's like, what movie do you want to watch? Purge Anarchy had just hit the theater and I'm a big Purge fan. I really like that movie. I don't know why. I just find them very entertaining that we get one day of the year, we get to kill anybody or do whatever we want and not be like taken, if we had that law, I would fucking purge somebody.
Stop! Right. Stop! No. Stop!
Okay, so I put him let's watch the purge, and I'm like, cool.
Stop.
Okay, so this guy's still hungry after eating God knows everything on that menu. And he's like, do you mind if I get a popcorn? I'm like,
Yes.
sure, go ahead, get a popcorn.
Get that $4 popcorn.
Oh.
No, that popcorn was $17.
Oh my God!
And he got extra butter, which cost another $3.
Oh my.
On top of it.
Oh.
And he wanted a drink, which cost, another $6, $7.
Holy fucking
And
ass crackers!
the movie ticket was $20 each.
Oh.
So there goes another $100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Now, this is the part where we're gonna reference you two. We go into the theater. From the time the movie started to the time the movie ends, he asked every question he possibly could about the movie and talked the entire fucking time and even asked questions irrelevant to it like, hey, would you like popcorn after I told him $20 time, there's more to the story. Because,
Please.
like I said, this is summertime, and it's around 4th of July, so to speak, because all the fireworks stands are out.
Give me a fucking break, man. This is a fucking this has gone from a disaster to a fucking tragedy.
Yeah, freak show.
Just worse.
Okay, so on the way home, he decides,
Rusty, what the fuck are you
he
doing?
decides he wants to stop at a fireworks stand, and I'm like, I'm not paying for your godforsaken fireworks. You don't get that. This is what pisses me off the most.
Where's the twist?
He opens up his glove department, and there's like $40 in there. I'm like, this whole time you had money in this car, and you didn't use it. He's like, it's my mom's money. She won't mind. And I'm sitting here snake-eyeing this guy because I'm ready to freaking stab him, okay? I am so ready to stab him. We go into the fireworks shop, and he buys a couple of fireworks and stuff like that. And we get in the car, and we go back to his house. And he's like, hey, Pop, fireworks. You know, and this is the only part of the night that was good up until the moment, okay? The moment actually is in two parts. Part one is the firework landed on the roof. They couldn't get it down, and it started firing up.
If that's not a sign, I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah, so they almost burnt their house down. And then when I got ready to leave, he tried to kiss me.
Get your dirty ass taco breath away from me.
You don't get your brown
I
skin
have never in my life
taco bacon
done
fucking-
this so fast in my life. I busted his nose. Trying to
That's the
kiss
second
me.
girl that
They got in my car and fucking left.
She's the second girl who someone tried to kiss and she
You
busted
alright?
her fucking nose with the palm in her hand.
Buddy?
She's about to fucking jump. Is he trying to lock us in? He's locking us in.
He'll get cold and come back in.
Crazy in this end. Just need to come out.
It unlocks from the outside and inside.
That, my friend, is why I don't go on dates anymore. My first date experience was so awful, I'm scared to go on a date.
Well,
Yeah. So, any thoughts
My
or
first-
comments to my lovely experience?
my first date.
She's
was pretty
super
good.
racist against Guatemala.
Obviously.
That's what